Yo, what's going on, guys? We are back, and I don't want to hear it. The Giants played good. They played against the Steelers. You think I really thought we were going to win that game? They looked a lot better, though, didn't they, boys? They looked a lot better. Greatly do appreciate everyone coming by. I can't thank you guys enough for all the support on the videos and everything yesterday, man. Back to the good vibes today, man. We got some fun stuff coming today. We got weekend league rewards. I got 25-0. I didn't get 25-0. I'm opening his rewards. I got 17 wins. We're opening up my rewards. We're opening up 25-0. We're opening up legendary. We're opening up top 25. I got rewards. We got a ton of packs coming for this afternoon's video. This morning's video, I want to know what's going on with this new team of the week stuff. We got shown team of the week legends last night. I was so confused. It looks cool. New stuff. I'm about it. Am I a little amped today? I feel like my energy level is a little high right now. And then tonight, yes, would actually be the team of the week stuff. So team of the week preview, weekend league rewards, and then actually we're gonna have fun today, boys. Drop a like if you enjoy the video. Hit the sub if you aren't as just confused as hell of what this intro was or anything. This is normal. Love you guys. Let's see the stuff.
This is going to be happening. I'm going to go ahead and walk through because this isn't just kind of like something that you watch. There's an opportunity for you guys to engage by watching those streams and getting some content down the road. So let me go ahead and talk about that. Later on today, I think it's 5 or 6 or 7 o'clock Eastern today, there's going to be a new program that's going to release in Madden Ultimate Team. It's called Derwin versus the World. You're going to get a welcome pack.
This is actually going to be a program.
And you're going to all you have to do is tune in for 2 hours each night on Tuesdays at 8 p.m. to earn a crown token. You're going to turn in those 5 crowns.
You can watch
for
2
one
hours.
Of 3 of the NAT 90 overall players.
For 3 nights.
All for the
to get a NAT 90 overall player?
In February to turn them in to get an auctionable 97 overall Derwin James. So I'm going to go ahead and walk through
February
this
you get
right
a
here.
97? So you can get a 90 now and a 97 from doing this?
Probably, like I said, after 5 o'clock, 5, 6, 7. They're kind of working through all these details to get this out there. But again, you're going to have your mission. So as you go into your mission, you'll have that ability. The Derwin James Master is just going to be up there. You're not going to probably be able to see anything. Collect all 3 MCS superstars.
I'll take a free 90 now.
I don't have any ratings right now.
And a 97 later.
We share it at a different time. But when you
I'll
do
pull
go
up
ahead
another
and see
tab
this,
on my computer and just walk away.
In the set cover, it's Derwin James.
I don't need to know I'm not watching it.
And again, like it says, is you're going to start tuning in at 8 p.m. on Twitch. You need to watch up to 2 hours to go ahead and get that crown token. But again, this set right here is going to go ahead and
what are
have
all the
these
sets
players
you got
specifically.
marked
so as you
out there,
collect those
Kralo?
crown tokens, you're going to go ahead and put them into the set. And the players that you're going to be able to get are Keenan Allen is just one of them. The other one is Jalen Ramsey. And then last but not least, it's going to be MCS superstar.
You can get a 90 Jalen Ramsey.
So I have a little summary here.
A
for
90
folks,
Keenan
that are kind of wondering, how do I participate?
Keenan Allen, Jalen Ramsey, Nick Chubb, 90 overalls.
Madden NFL for 2 hours every Tuesday from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern to earn a
So we
Twitch
can get a
pack,
90 overall Jalen Ramsey.
Token. Now the programming, right for this week, it's
What?
King of the
It's
Hill
3
for the
Tuesdays
MCS
from now?
Pros at 8 p.m. King of the Hill for the NFL
Because
rookies.
it's this Tuesday,
at 9 p.m. and
today,
then Derwin versus the World
next Tuesday and the next
at like
Tuesday,
10 p.m. Eastern. You're going to earn 5 crown tokens to complete a
Oh wait,
set
no,
for
5.
90 overall NAT MCS
5 or 3?
superstar,
5.
Jalen Ramsey, Keenan Allen, Nick Chubb. I kind of
For
showed
5
those
weeks
players.
we get a 90.
And then program releases a month later today, 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern. Be on the lookout for that. Make
like
sure to
2
follow
weeks.
at Madden League. I'll also be tweeting out this information once stuff goes live. Also, you'll log in a MUT and you'll get a GIC with that gridiron pack.
I was like a 90 now. It's pretty good.
And a MUT tip I showed you
90
guys
in 5
that.
weeks ain't
and
going to
after
be
the finale in February, you can turn in all 3 90 overall NAT MCS superstars.
4 weeks.
To earn
one
a
today.
97
Then
overall
4 weeks.
auctionable Derwin James.
4
And he's
weeks.
also
90
tradable.
overall.
One thing to note is that all 4 players will be able to go into their respective power-up paths. So just wanted to give you guys an update about that regarding Derwin versus the World. That's going to be coming out later on today as part of CGE, the competitive gaming entertainment group. they'll be putting this in game.
Free cards.
So just a
I mean,
little
it
bit
takes
of
a
an
long
update
time.
here on
I'm
what's
sure
going on
the
in
no
that
money
space.
spent guys.
Let's go ahead now and
are
transition
excited.
over to talk about Team of the Week. So before I go into
We're never
Team of the
happy
Week,
when it
Team
takes
of the
like
Week,
4, 5,
has
6,
kinda
8,
taken a
10
bit of
weeks
a
to
change
get
this
something
year.
right.
And
But
part of the reason for the change is that over
I'm
the
sure
years,
it's gonna help
players have
someone.
complained about
And I
a
will
lot of
definitely
things,
take
you know,
it when
and
it
that's something
comes,
that the,
'cause we'll
Madden
probably just
Ultimate
make it
team has been
training
thinking about
and roll
kind
it.
of processing through. And if there was one program this year that they wanted to do a little bit differently from what they told me, was they kind of wanted to go ahead and kind of bring some life back to the Team of the Week program.
Let's do it.
If you've been a MUT vet, I've been playing for 10 years, you know, back in the day, Team of the Week, there were, in order to get the player, you had to collect all these collectibles. And then after some period of time, those collectibles turn into players. But those players, let's be honest, they really just didn't, I mean, they were so low in overall that most hardcore Madden Ultimate Team players actually went after kind of like the bigger items because the players themselves were practically unusable. And the team started looking at a lot of that telemetry to kind of understand is like how is player behavior kind of being engaged when it comes to Team of the Week. So as I'm going to take my time today to walk through the program and give you guys some context on how things are changing, so you have a better understanding of how the program will roll out going forward. I think there's some nice things here. I think there's some things that initially when you see them, you're going to be like you're not going to understand it. It's going to be a little frustrating. But with all of this, one thing I'm also going to do is I'm going to be previewing very briefly something that's coming to Series 2. It's not at the beginning of Series 2. It's going to happen between Series 2 and Series 3 that leverages the Team of the Week players. So let's go ahead and get into the players real quick here. Team of the Week players. One thing I want to highlight is that
89
this year,
Arian Foster.
the heroes are going to actually be based on players that had historic performances during the current week. So week 1, you know, you guys saw Arian Foster and Bryant Young. Those players had historic performances in week 1. And the heroes this year are actually going to be based on, I'm not going to say they're legends, but they're people that have not been in the game for a while. And if you guys remember back on July 22nd when Jake Stein jumped on the stream and he talked about kind of the 50 and he talked about other stuff and broadening that pool of players that we may be able to access to kind of bring them back in the game. This is part of that in the essence of not the 50. It's more a part of being able to leverage certain additional talent that we will have. So more legends that we've signed into the game, if we want to call them legends or players that currently are not in the NFL that they want to look at. So let's go ahead and go back over here. These are going to be the heroes. Now, I'm going to walk through all the players. I'm going to go ahead and walk through the process of the players, and then I'm going to walk through the program itself. So please bear with me. I'm just asking people to be open-minded as I walk through all the elements because the whole picture should be able to paint things, and then hopefully you guys can go ahead and make your decision on how you're going to engage with that program. All right, so the players, here we have it.
Yeah, Team of the Week is tonight.
For the players, we have Arian Foster. He is going to be one of the heroes today on the offensive side of the ball. He's got that 88 speed, 89 acceleration, 90 change of direction. Also, we have Bryant Young, who's going to be the defensive hero. You know, not so fast, but on the defensive tackle side. But I mean, for a defensive tackle, not bad. So you know, you have right here the main focus is play recognition, block. I mean,
Bryant Young's got really good block shedding and really good power move.
So those are some of the key.
Arian Foster's got really good change of direction.
The player of the week.
Bryant Young's
slow. The player of the week is going to be Devontae Adams. He has 86 speed, 89 jump, 87 catch in traffic.
I got one of the predictions right.
90 short route running, 88 mid route running, and 83 deep route running. And I'll go ahead and walk through what specifically is going to happen with Devontae Adams and how you'll be able to complete these players.
We got one of them
when
right.
We go through the entire walkthrough. Now, the one thing I want to highlight here is that the LTD is actually going to be based off of a player that also had a historic performance from the previous week.
That was a limited.
TJ Watt, I'll go ahead and put up his
that was a limited TJ Watt.
TJ Watt is an LTD. He's an LTD. He's the LTD item, but he's a player that had a historic performance during week 1. So the LTDs are going to be based on current players that have had historic performances in the past. Based off week 1. So next week, week 2, there'll be a player that had historic
fire limiteds every week
a current
from
player
history of great performances
for that given week. So again, that's where the focus is going with the LTDs. Present players, historic performance in that given week, and that player in this case is going to go ahead and be TJ Watt. So you have TJ Watt with 82 speed, 86 acceleration.
That's a dub.
He's got that 93 finesse move. He's got that 90 play recognition, 82 block shedding, 82 power move. So that's going to be your LTD item, and we'll go ahead and tweet out all that information going forward.
So
when
3
that goes live in the
historic
program. I'm trying to
performance
find out
cards
from Nat Gibbs when the program will go live. If it's going to go ahead and be at 2 o'clock today, or 3, 4, 5, we'll let you guys know. We'll tweet out that information and give you guys an update. Now, the next thing is what about the players that actually had a player item or had a great performance in the current week?
Show us an Aaron Rodgers.
Talking with the Madden Ultimate team, what they wanted to focus on this year is that if a player had a really great game, last year what would happen is everyone was kind of chasing after that specific item to go ahead and add into their existing power-up. Now, what they're doing is that if a player that had a great performance, or gets selected for Team of the Week, has a power-up, they're going to give that player a +1 OVR. So let me go ahead and explain what that's going to look like. So, for example, Russell Wilson is one of the player items that had a historic performance, was selected as Team of the Week.
Oh,
he is going to get a +1 to his OVR and his power-up. And
your cards are just going to get boosted.
And talking with the team is, they want to make sure that players are able to go ahead and take advantage of players that have that are recognized in the given Team of the Week. Now, that being said, there are
this is gonna be a big dub.
items for the Team of the Week, but I'll get to that
This
next.
is going to be a huge dub.
The power-up process.
Live roster updates on the fucking cards you already have, and you don't have to pull them. They just get better.
+1 to their overall rating. So I'm going to go ahead and go through these players. I'm going to show them to you, and then we'll jump on to the next bit. I'm going to take a little bit of a bit right here, and I'm going to cycle through the players. I'm going to go ahead and throw on some music as this is going on right here. Just so you guys are aware. But what I wanted to do today, and what I'll do,
whole new dynamic to cards, and what you can invest in, and what could get better.
All of these
power-ups could get extremely expensive now. There could be some good value in some other cards.
Where that
Who do we go
+1
buy?
OVR rating is going to go for those existing players in their existing power-ups. So Russell Wilson, you'll see he's getting +1 to strength, +1 to agility, +1 to speed, +1 to acceleration, +1 to awareness, and I can go on and on. So I'm going to go ahead and throw the other ratings for Russell Wilson that will be going up with his +1 OVR. And then what I'll do is I'm going to go through all the players. So this year, the other thing I want to highlight is that the program is going to have less players, but it's going to be more targeted players. So first up, you have Russell Wilson. When you go ahead and go to his +1 OVR, he's going to be at 89 overall. Next up, the other thing I want to highlight too is that these player items are going to, because they're part of the power-up, they're going to have the Team of the Week art. So you'll be able to go ahead and select that. If you notice,
that's cool.
It actually looks really nice when you go ahead and put the Team of the Week art on that. So I just wanted to go ahead and transition from there to there, and you can kind of see how the Team of the Week art is going to go ahead and be there. That's a little bit of a bug here. You guys have seen this is something that the MUT team is currently working on. When you go ahead and add the art, that it just shows kind of like this. It just shows up this way. The next player that we have is Ryan Kerrigan. Woo! Ryan Kerrigan is also one of the Team of the Week players that have been selected.
A lot of people picked him. I did not pick him, but I saw other people that did predictions do this one. So do we get an Aaron Rodgers also?
All right, our other player comes from the Raiders, Josh Jacobs.
He will be getting an
there you go,
Mr. Nasty.
Team of the Week.
So I already know Kevin has Josh Jacobs, so he's just going to get boosted.
And I'm just taking some time to make sure I kind of scroll through these so that you guys can see exactly what those ratings are and what is going up with their +1 OVR and their existing power-up. The next player comes from the Vikings, Adam Thielen. So Adam Thielen will be getting an upgrade today in his existing
power-up. A higher
power-up.
boost would be nicer, of course.
And some of these players actually have like 3 screens. So I wanted to make sure that you
but
guys
does this mean if he's doing better every week, he can get boosted next week also?
If for whatever reason you miss these screens,
like, are you going to boost him if Adam Thielen goes for 200 next week? Are we giving him another +1?
More important ratings that players wanted to see, so I'll leave it on here for a moment. Chiefs Kingdom will be pretty happy today with Chris Jones getting an update to his existing item with a +1 OVR. obviously that power move is right up there. Play recognition is going up. And the final player is going to be Stefan Gilmore. So Stefan Gilmore is going to be getting a +1 to speed, +1 to acceleration, +1 to his awareness, +1 to his change of direction.
A lot of people had Gilmore. We had him, but I sold him at the beginning of the year.
He's getting +1 to his man coverage, +1 to his zone coverage.
That's one of the higher overalls that are getting a boost.
And there you have it. All right. Okay, now you guys saw that the existing players are going to get a +1 overall to their existing power-up, right?
Okay.
That's probably more for players to have an opportunity to go ahead and add those items to those power-ups, to go ahead and just be able to upgrade in their existing power-ups. Now, one of the things that has happened is that a lot of times people have had to take items out of those power-ups and put them in sets and other kind of stuff. And what the team wanted to do is get a little bit away from that. So one of the things that I mentioned earlier on, and as a team was looking at stuff, is that there's this thing of collectibles back in the day. And then not just that, but when you actually look at all the players, the existing players that came out over like the last year or so, which were lower ended players, they made a lot of sense.
You definitely gotta get the
theme
training
teams, but they didn't make a lot of sense for players, specifically players that watch this stream. When you really think about it, to go ahead and use them on their team, they're kind of practically unusable. So those player items, those player collectibles that I'm going to show you right now are these existing players, but they're lower in overall. Now, what I want to go ahead and highlight is that these players are player collectibles. They're players that you can play with them. However, they are collectibles in a way for those people that are using them. Again, the bulk of the OVR rating that's going to go into these players is going to be happening through the power-up. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight this, and I'll show you guys what I mean.
I'm confused.
So, for example, today,
so what do you do with the collectible, though?
Ryan Kerrigan will get an item, and he'll be a 78 overall. Josh Jacobs will go ahead and be a 78 overall. Adam Thielen will be an 82. And then you have Chris Jones, who will be an 82.
So these are the collectibles that you need
and then you have Russell
to
Wilson,
get
who is an 86. Now,
the
one
Arian
of the things
Foster
that I want to go ahead and highlight
the
here is, you know, when you think about these player collectibles, they're going to go into the set, so you can go ahead and get the player of the week. They go ahead and get the heroes.
Got it.
But not just that, but when you actually look at these player collectibles, they're going to go into something that's going to happen later on when Series 2, not when it specifically launches, it's going to be in the middle of Series 2 and Series 3, because there needs to be a significant pool of Team of the Week players. So what I'm going to go ahead and show you guys right now is part of Team Affinity. So like I was mentioning before, one of the big concerns from the community when I kind of went through all this is like all those players that you get typically have been used to kind of build out theme teams. And this year, the goal of the team, they understand how important it is to go ahead and get theme teams is such a big thing over the last 2 years that they really want to build everything into that Team Affinity program. So with various series updates, you're going to see things, not always, but you're going to see things like theme builders. You're going to go ahead and see things like team diamonds. You're going to see things like team standouts. So this is what team standouts is right here. Okay. You're going to improve your team with these players who have been making a name for themselves this season. And the team standouts is one of those things that where every team is going to get a player that is probably standing out from a performance perspective during that given time. So I'll go ahead and show another screenshot real quick here to give you guys some more context. So you're going to go ahead and exchange Team of the Week players to earn standout players from the teams of your choice. Exchange a standout token.
What's a standout player, though?
Earned by improving your team affinity to get some of the required players.
Okay.
So again, this is something that is coming down the road between Series 2 and Series 3.
That's the Series 2 stuff he was talking about. Okay.
Because you need to have more of a pool of Team of the Week players so that
we need more players before we can put the cards in the sets. They can't just do it with the first week one.
In the next couple of weeks or so. And again, that timing is contingent. You're not going to have a great pool of players to go ahead and complete those sets. So this is where the player collectible kind of concept comes in. Again, those player collectibles, you'll be able to use them in the existing Team of the Week sets, but you're also going to use those player collectibles for the team standouts. And again, for those people that are probably looking at these player items that got the +1 overall in their power up, and they actually look at the items that are coming out for Team of the Week and they see that they're lower overall, it's because in a lot of ways they are player collectibles. Those player collectibles at the end of the day are going to be able to be used in the key sets, but also as in the team standout sets. So let me go ahead and walk through the program real quick here.
All right.
So Team of the Week is going to release later
I mean,
on
if they
today.
give us fire
You'll see
standouts,
right
that could
there.
be cool.
There's going to be a Game of the Week. You'll play the Game of the Week to earn a Team of the Year token, a Hot Streak token. I'll talk about that.
All right, so Team of the Year
And Team of
still
the Week
confirmed
players.
and back.
You'll need 14 out of the 17 Team of the Year tokens to earn a Team of the Year player in January. So make sure to do those. Also, Player of the Week. The Player of the Week is one of the top performers from the previous week's games. Collect Team of the Week players and exchange them for the elite player to add to your squad. Now, also Team of the Week heroes. One thing to note here is that these are celebrating highlight performances from the same week of previous seasons with Team of the Week heroes. Earn these players by collecting the week's Team of the Week players from the same side of the ball
A few
and
solos
exchanging
to
them.
play.
So like we were talking about Team of the Week heroes. On the offensive side of the ball, you're collecting offensive
I like you only
players.
have to
On the
play
defensive
one
side of
game to
ball,
get the
you're
Team
collecting
of the
defensive
Year
players.
collectible.
So here you go. This is what the ultimate challenge is going to look like. You're going to see this mission right here. Here are the tiers. So as you kind of go through on various tiers, you're going to earn an NAT Team of the Week base player. For today's release, you will go ahead and have Team of the Week Week 1. And this is what the ultimate challenge is going to go ahead and look like. And I'll go ahead and show you the rewards right there. So you'll go ahead and play this ultimate challenge, win the game, pass for 156 plus yards.
For 156 yards.
You'll get a Team of the Year token for just simply doing 1 star.
Win the game.
You'll get that Hot Streak Fantasy Pack for going to once you get 3 stars. Now, what is this Hot Streak Fantasy
What is
Pack?
that?
This Hot Streak Fantasy Pack is just based off of players that maybe had a hot streak or just did extremely well, right? They did extremely well in the given week. This is simply a small little coin reward. If Russell Wilson passes for 322 passing yards next week, he'll get 1,500 coins. If he misses it, 500 coins. And Stefan Gilmore, you know, if he gets 5 tackles
idea of what
or
they're
more, he'll
doing
get
with these are cool, but
1,500
actually give us
coins. If
real
not, he
coin
misses it,
rewards. Nobody wants
500
1,500 coins.
And I know for some folks,
If it was like 10K or 20K, that'd be cool.
Totally get it.
You can open up a
this
pack,
is something new
maybe.
that they're trying to do right there. We've shared some feedback with them about, man, how cool would it be if it was training related. So we've
Training would be
that
better
idea out there, but for right now, it is coin based. So just to let you guys know again, if Russell Wilson meets the hot streak
I
goal
love
of
throwing some
322
pennies at you.
passing yards in next week's game in week 2,
Coin,
this token
bitch.
will quick sell for 1,500 coins. If he does not, it will quick sell for 500 coins. So
Make
let's
it
go ahead
rain
and go
on
into
us,
the
EA.
sets.
Make it
so from
rain.
a set perspective, we only got 1 set this week with week 1. You'll go ahead and have a set that's 78 to 86 overall Team of the Week. Week 1, exchange 675 to 80 overall players to earn a random
the full. They
76
took
to
away the
86
steps.
overall Team of the Week player.
Finally!
So if you do have extra items inside, you know, your binder, you can go ahead and put those players inside your binder from your binder into the set to go ahead and
I
earn a
hated the
76
steps.
Sorry, 78 to
It's one
86 overall
set.
Team of the Week player in week 1. Now, for defensive hero Bryant Young,
I
you're
like
going to
that.
exchange the defensive Team of the Week players from this week to earn an 89 overall Bryant Young and his power-up player. So,
Cool.
So just a little bit of a heads up, with these heroes, when you complete them, you are going to earn their power-ups. And again, you'll see right here what you're going to specifically need to complete this. You'll need a couple of 86s, you'll need 3 82s, and you'll need 5 78s to go ahead and complete the defensive.
Oh, those are the
hero.
collectible
And then on the offensive side of the ball, you have Arian Foster. The same will probably be required on the offensive side of the ball. You'll need 2 86 Russell Wilsons of these player collectibles, 3 82 Adam Thielen, and then 5 Josh Jacobs items right there.
Thielen.
And then for your player of the week, Devontae Adams, what the requirements are going to be right here. You're going to exchange this week's top offensive and defensive Team of the Week players to earn an 89 overall Devontae Adams. And then basically
it's just the
you'll
same
be able to
collectibles, you
complete
just
this
need
set. So you got Russell
one of
Wilson,
each.
Stefan Gilmore, Adam Thielen,
Oh, well,
a couple of those right there,
Okay.
Chris Jones,
Two of the other guys.
and you'll be able to go ahead and get the 89 overall wide receiver.
Celtics, thank you so
in
much
the
for the
store,
prime.
there's going to be store offers. You're going to be able to go ahead and get packs by using coins. If you want to go ahead and use points, you can do so as well. But the one thing I wanted to highlight again is that these player collectibles, these lower-ended versions of those players, are going to be not only used for the sets, they will be used for a set in Series 2, between Series 2 and Series 3. It's not going to be there at the start of Series 2.
So if you don't like this week's
but they are
cards, can you hold the
team
collectible
standouts.
into the
And what this is
standouts?
going to be is that you're going to have one of 32 players, right, that are going to be team standouts. They're going to do one for every single team. Team Affinity is kind of like the big program this year where they're really focusing that with every series update that there is something that is there from a theme team perspective. And again, they understood that for a lot of players. When you think of Team of the Week, all these players that had some type of standout that people use them for theme teams, kind of round out that team. A lot of that focus is moving to Team Affinity. And I kind of felt like it was necessary in talking to that team to say, I don't think players are going to understand understand these player collectibles and how that fits into things if they don't understand what kind of other program is coming to kind of address that, because for them, those players were things that they could use for the theme team. So now, again, if you have a player that did have a team of the week performance, they're going to go and get that +1 overall to their existing power up. So again, I'll go ahead and show that real
collectibles
quick
might
here
definitely
again.
pay off over time.
I'll go ahead and jump back to that screen to give you guys that context, and here are the power-ups, and I'll use Stefan Gilmore as an example on this one. So there you have it. He'll get a +1 overall to his existing power-up. That will happen once the content releases, and of course you'll see kind of the updates that are happening in that space. But yeah, that is the team of the week program. It should be launching later on today. Definitely would love to kind of see what players are thinking and their
Give
feedback.
us a time, like 4 or 5, Kralo. What are we thinking?
Yeah, these are just some examples. Like Russell Wilson will get that +1 OBR.
I'm interested. I want to see how it actually plays out.
And again, they will have that team of the
Interested
week
to see what the
art.
standout guys are like.
And
And I want to see what kind of limiteds and the set guys are going to be over the next few weeks. Obviously, with the progression of cards getting better, should be some really good names that we should get. There could be some really good names that we can get. I'm excited. I'm excited. I still want to see what everything is. Some things were a little iffy. Some things could be better. Overall, I still like the idea of something new. I want to see how it all plays out. Want to see how expensive it is. See what these collectibles are like. We'll see. We'll see.